Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jeff Burr with The Tattooed Spirit. Hopefully you have your cards by now. If not, go to tattooedspirit.com. There's a resources tab there. You want to hit on that. There's a lot of cool stuff on there, and get one of these decks delivered to your house so we can work through these understandings of ourselves together. This first row of the major cards that we're dealing with are all about the influence of the world that affects our soul as it's come into this world to experience itself. As a creator, knowing that the silence and stillness is there to serve us, that there's nature and softness and compassion and divine feminine forces that serve us when time's needed. There are times whenever there's rules of laws of the structure of society that best serve us, and we can learn from that as well. Anytime that we are taught things from other people that can serve us until the time comes where those things don't serve us anymore. And when we really want to get to know our spirits, our souls, a deeper level of ourselves, we have to be in relationships. That's the Lover's card. This is one that everyone tends to think of in the divination fashion of using the cards as like a romantic relationship. But more specifically for personal growth, this is about any type of relationship that you have because it gives you another vantage point of yourself. I did something interesting with this card. I don't know if you can see it. I made it look as if it was almost identical on both sides of this little mountain. And the reason I did that was to give the illusion that this was almost like a mirror. And I'll give an example how I used this card. It was with another young lady who was getting used to life after college. She graduated. She had just known herself to be a student her entire life. She didn't have any other relation with herself other than to be one who learns and one who's judged and graded and one who has to work at papers. And she had the hardest time in the world getting herself up and out to get a job whenever she had graduated college. We did a little imagery journey, like I had talked about earlier, with this card. And what we did is we got her to understand, this is the card of all the cards that spoke with her the most, that she knew that she wanted to work with this card. Because she saw this card as like this was a mirror. And her mind, how I'm going to teach you how to use these cards, is to allow your mind the space to create so that these cards can bring to it whatever meaning you want. How she wanted to learn about herself was that different aspect of herself as being other than student. She wanted to work with this card as if not in a relationship with another person, but with a brand new relationship with yourself, with herself. So, when our spirit comes in to be influenced by all of these worldly aspects that we're talking about, cards 1 through 7 of these major cards, this is the card that whenever it comes up, you understand on a deeper level that to know yourself, you really have to have it in relation to other people. And it's also important, and it's also just as relevant, to have a different type of relationship with yourself. Like I did with my client, she wanted to know herself in a different way. That as a working professional woman. I hope that makes sense. This is all about finding the mirrors in the world through other people or yourself to better identify who you are, what you desire, what you stand for, who you are as a spirit in human form. This card is very, very valuable as far as getting rid of romantic blocks that we people who come in want to find the romantic other. In an imagery journey with this card, you would be surprised, and whenever we would envision this as a mirror, what the ugliness that my particular clients see as themselves. They recognize themselves as being either hideous or ugly or in any way undesirable. And you can understand that they wouldn't subconsciously want to find somebody else to just reflect that inner reality to them. I've helped a lot of people working with this card to getting out of their own way to want to have themselves reflected at them through another person because they see themselves as beautiful. They truly love themselves, and they want to be in an experience where they can be loved so that they can be shown that they are lovable. I hope that makes sense. I hope those descriptions explain what this card is about. It's about knowing yourself as pure spirit through the eyes of other people, and also knowing yourself and loving yourself whenever you can view yourself from another perspective. Okay? This is another further influence, is how other people, your relationship with them, how you see yourself in regards to others. Whenever it comes in reversed, I did not put a little period before the Lovers because this means that there's a detrimental aspect of how you view yourself that is holding you back. Some sort of like a dysfunctional love relationship. If we're working with you and another person, we would work with this card actually reversed. And this is all how we're going to teach you how to change your love life and your life by working on a subconscious level when we get to that part of this program later. Okay? So get excited and really begin to love yourself through the relationship that you have with other people with this Lovers card. I'll be back in a second because we finish up. This is the final card coming up next video that just sums up victory, and it sums up that which we think of our power of our willpower. We're going to get into the Chariot in just a second. Thank you for joining me and hanging in there. Thank you.